So one of the first days that we were here in Nepal, me and my team got to go to one of the slums here, and we were going to invite all the kids to a soccer tournament that was happening the next day. So we got off the bus and we walk down this main street and we go next to the river and go and meet the families. Well, as we're walking, it just hit me really hard. A lot of the houses are tin roofs. They obviously don't have heating. We were all in scarves and hats and jackets, and I was still cold, but we were just walking and this man kind of grabbed me aside from the group and he was just begging me for money to buy blankets for his family. And I told him, you know, I can't give you money, but I would love to pray for you and your family. And he agreed, and so I got to pray with him. And afterwards the family said Jai Masih, which in Nepalese means victory in Jesus. And so I asked my host later, what does this mean? And he said it means victory in Jesus. And so I just really loved seeing that even though they had very little, they had Jesus, and that just impacted me so much. And so as I was walking back, I have to admit I was angry with God. I was praying to him as everyone else was chatting. I was just kind of having a conversation with him, and I didn't understand why I was born in America. I had no choice in that, and yet I was so blessed just from where I grew up, and why these children were running around barefoot, freezing, just because they were born somewhere else. And so I was kind of having this conversation and talking to God about how angry I was, and I kind of heard him whisper, well, what are you going to do about it? And so I thought on that for a couple of days, and that's how we came up with the idea to fundraise for warm clothes for the children and their families. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who donated and shared our video, and it was just the perfect picture of God's goodness for us, because I had this small idea. I thought we would raise $500 and give, you know, that family blankets and jackets, and we ended up raising over $4,000. And if that's not the perfect picture of the God that I serve, then I don't know what is. And not only that, but getting to hear our squad mates' stories about sharing the gospel with shop owners, or, you know, just the little moments that they got to have with those people, it kind of got me thinking, like, what if this whole thing wasn't about jackets or blankets at all? Like, what if this whole idea and everything that came from it was just for God to meet that one shop owner that day? And so, yeah, I'm just super encouraged, and I'm excited that you get to see the kids' faces as we hand out the things that we bought with your money. And just know that, you know, ultimately there are eternal results from this. It's not just a jacket or a coat that you gave. Like, we were able to spread the love of Jesus, and we couldn't have done it without you. And so I just am really grateful and just thankful that God brought us here to Nepal and the amazing things that he's doing here.
Moving in the midst, I worship you, I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, Yes, it is, yeah. To you are waymaker.
Hi, I am very happy because God gives many things for me, and thanks for giving me this. God bless you all. Thank you.
You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop. Come on. Even when I don't see it, you're working.